If your Xbox won't turn on, no light, no sound, or only a brief flash, do not panic yet. This is one of the most common console problems technicians see in real repair workshops. You press the power button and nothing happens, or the Xbox beeps once and goes dead. In some cases, the power brick light changes color, or there is no light at all. Many users immediately assume the motherboard is dead, and that is often a costly mistake. I want you to understand something important from the beginning. An Xbox that will not power on is usually caused by a safety protection trigger, not instant death. Modern Xbox consoles have multiple protection layers built into the power system. These protections activate when the console detects unsafe voltage, heat, or short circuits. That means your Xbox may actually be protecting itself from further damage. In real repair cases, more than half of Xbox no power problems are external power related. This includes bad wall outlets, damaged power cables, faulty power bricks, or power surges. Another large portion comes from software-level power locks after system crashes or updates. Only a smaller percentage involves internal board-level failure. This is why random advice from comments like, "Just replace the motherboard," wastes money. Technicians always follow a logical diagnostic order, starting from the safest and cheapest checks. Skipping steps can permanently damage the console or void repair options. There is also a serious safety concern here. A faulty power brick or shorted internal component can cause electric shock or fire risk. That is why you must never open the console or power unit without proper diagnosis. Blindly plugging and unplugging cables repeatedly can also worsen the problem. Throughout this video, I will guide you exactly how a real technician diagnoses an Xbox that will not turn on. You will learn why the problem happens, not just quick fixes that may fail later. I will explain which symptoms point to power brick failure, software lock, overheating, or internal board damage. You will also learn when to stop and seek professional service to avoid permanent loss. If you want clear, tested, workshop-proven solutions, stay with me until the end. And if this helps you save money or fix your console safely, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Tech Vibes channel. After waiting, reconnect only the power cable. Do not connect HDMI yet. Plug the cable directly into a wall outlet, not a power strip. Power strips can introduce resistance and surge issues. Now press the power button on the Xbox. Listen carefully. Watch the power light. If the console powers on normally, the issue may be HDMI related. If nothing happens, continue diagnosis. Important safety warning. Never open the power brick. Never test power pins with metal objects. Never use third-party chargers or laptop adapters. These actions cause permanent board damage. A common user mistake is rapid power button pressing. This confuses the power controller and can lock the system. Always wait between attempts. If external power checks fail, it does not mean the console is dead. It simply means the problem is deeper in the power chain. In the next section, we will focus specifically on the power brick and internal power supply, and how technicians identify failure without special tools. At this stage, we focus on the heart of the Xbox power system. If the console will not turn on after basic checks, the power brick or internal power supply becomes the main suspect. Technicians handle this step carefully because power components fail in specific patterns. If your Xbox uses an external power brick, the indicator light tells a story. No light at all usually means the brick is not receiving power or is internally dead. A solid orange or amber light means standby power is present. A solid white light usually means active power delivery. If the light turns white briefly, then shuts off, a fault was detected under load. This behavior often means internal short circuit protection is activating. The power brick is designed to shut down to prevent damage or fire. This is not a random failure, it is intentional protection logic. Here is a technician-tested method. Disconnect the power brick from the Xbox, but keep it plugged into the wall. Wait 2 minutes. Now observe the light. If it stays orange, standby circuit is working. Now reconnect the brick to the Xbox and press power. If the light turns off immediately, the console is drawing unsafe current. Unsafe current draw can be caused by failed voltage regulators, shorted capacitors, or damaged power rails inside the console. This is where technicians stop and assess risk. HDMI handshake failure is one of the most common causes. Handshake means the Xbox and the TV exchange signal information. If this fails, the TV shows no signal even though the console is running. Common reasons include TV input set incorrectly, damaged HDMI cable, bent or loose HDMI port on the console, resolution mismatch after connecting to a different TV. First step, change the HDMI cable. Use a known good cable. Do not use very long cables. Now try a different HDMI port on the TV. Second step, power off the TV completely. Unplug the TV from power. Wait 1 minute, power it back on. TV software glitches can block signal detection. Third step, reset Xbox display settings. Disconnect HDMI. Hold the power and eject buttons together for 10 seconds. Release and wait. Now reconnect HDMI after startup. This forces default resolution output. Another issue is HDMI port damage. If the port feels loose or the cable does not sit firmly, internal pins may be broken. This requires professional repair. Do not force the cable. Technicians also see issues with AV receivers or capture cards. If you use any device between Xbox and TV, remove it. Connect Xbox directly to the TV. Important mistake to avoid. Do not assume no picture means no power. This leads to unnecessary board replacement. If there is absolutely no sound, no fan, and no warmth, then display is not the issue. At that point, power or thermal issues must be checked. In the next section, we will examine overheating and thermal protection shutdowns that silently stop Xbox consoles from turning on. Overheating is a silent killer in Xbox consoles. Many users do not connect heat problems with a console that will not turn on. Technicians do, because thermal damage often appears later as a power failure. Xbox consoles are designed with thermal protection circuits. When internal temperature crosses a safe limit, the system shuts down automatically. If overheating happens repeatedly, the power controller may block startup completely. This is done to prevent permanent chip damage. Let us look at real causes of overheating. Dust buildup inside the console is the most common. Dust blocks airflow and traps heat around the processor and power regulators. Another cause is poor ventilation. Placing the Xbox inside closed cabinets or tight shelves is dangerous. Perform a cool down reset. Disconnect the power cable completely. Move the Xbox to a well-ventilated area. Let it cool for at least 30 minutes. Do not use fans or hair dryers. Sudden cooling can crack solder joints. After cooling, reconnect only the power cable. Try turning the console on. If it starts now, overheating is confirmed as a factor. Another sign is a hot power brick. If the power brick becomes extremely warm, it may shut itself down. This cuts power to the console. Always place the power brick on a hard surface, not carpet. In the next section, we will move into internal board failures, short circuits, and component-level damage that stop the Xbox from powering on completely. When all external, reset, display, and thermal checks fail, technicians consider internal board failure. This is the most serious category and requires careful judgment. Inside the Xbox motherboard, power flows through multiple stages. Input voltage enters. It is regulated down through voltage regulators. These regulators feed the processor, memory, and storage. If any stage fails, the console will not turn on. One common internal failure is shorted capacitors. Capacitors smooth voltage and protect circuits. When they fail, they can short the power rail. The power supply detects this and shuts down immediately. Important safety rule. Do not power on a console suspected of internal short circuits repeatedly. Each attempt can worsen damage. Professional technicians use multimeters and thermal cameras. Without these tools, guessing can destroy the board. Here are the most common mistakes that cause permanent damage during Xbox no power troubleshooting. First mistake, do not repeatedly press the power button. Rapid power cycling confuses the power controller and can damage firmware. Second mistake, do not use third-party power bricks. Incorrect voltage and unstable current destroy internal regulators permanently. Third mistake, do not open the console without proper tools. Untrained opening causes torn cables and static damage. Fourth mistake, do not apply heat using hair dryers. This does not fix solder joints. It warps boards and melts components. Fifth mistake, do not clean inside using vacuum cleaners. Vacuum static discharge damages circuits. Use compressed air instead. Avoid these mistakes to save your console. Check the full guide for the diagnostic flow. Case 3. Overheating and dust. A user reported intermittent shutdowns and finally total no power. Technician removed the console, cleaned vents and fans, and allowed it to cool. After proper reset, the console powered on. Lesson: thermal protection can mimic total failure. Preventive maintenance is key. Case 4, internal board damage. A console had repeated shutdowns during gameplay and eventually did not power on at all. After safe inspection, multimeter tests revealed shorted capacitors on the motherboard. Board-level repair replaced the damaged components. Console returned to normal function. Lesson: internal failures are rarer, but still repairable with professional tools. Final viewer action steps. Always start with external power. Check the wall outlet, power cable, and power brick. Perform proper power reset sequences. Power button hold, eject plus power button recovery. Check display. Use known good HDMI, different ports, and bypass any AV devices. Inspect for overheating, clean vents, improve airflow, and allow cooling. Avoid mistakes. Do not repeatedly press buttons. Open the console without training or use third-party bricks. Assess risk. If internal board failure is suspected, stop and consult a professional. Do not continue blind testing. Prevent future issues. Regular cleaning, proper ventilation, and surge protection extend Xbox life. Remember, most Xbox no power issues are either external power or software related. Internal board failure is rare but possible. Following this technician-style approach saves money, avoids damage, and keeps you safe. If this guide helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Tech Vibes channel. Stay tuned for more real technician-level repair guides.